Me when happy Friday for real, for real. Me when happy Friday for real, for real. How you guys doing? Welcome in, eh? Welcome in, everybody. How you guys doing, eh? Hey, what's good, eh? Happy day, happy Friday day, happy day of the Friday, of all the Friday, of all the day, of every day, of all the day, eh? How's everybody doing, eh? Everybody's doing good? I hope that everybody's having a lovely time. Oh yeah, we go to the big screen, eh? Hello everybody, how you guys doing, eh? Welcome in, eh? You guys doing good? I hope everybody's having a lovely Friday, eh? Because it do be Friday, yo. It do be Friday. You guys know how that is. I don't like how that looks. Maybe a bit better. I may need a haircut. I may only need to like stylize it a little bit, but you know how it is. You know, I'm never happy with how my hair looks, but it do be like that, eh? Well, you know, sometimes it looks better. Sometimes it looks a little bit like more, like, you know, eh? But it do be like that. I feel like I like how it looks like right now. Welcome in, everybody. How you guys doing, eh? Just rambling all about my hair. Eh? What is this? A stream? Well, technically it is a stream, eh? But it is not a hair stream, eh? But it is a stream, eh? But yeah, welcome in, eh? Happy Friday, everybody. Eh? You guys doing good? I hope that everybody's having a lovely day. I'm having a really good one right now. I technically did sleep well, although for a moment I thought that I was not gonna make it to stream it, because when I woke up I was like, oh man, did the alarm sound? Did it not sound? But it did sound. I just snoozed it, eh? And I kind of forgot about it. You know, whenever you have like 5 alarms and then you automatically on your sleep just turn them off. That has happened to me before, and that kind of happened to me today. But I was conscious enough, I guess, to remember that I did it, eh? And then I was like, oh man, what time is it? This is already like 2 p.m. Eh? And I'm glad that was not the case, eh? Because otherwise it would have been really bad. Eh? But yeah, right now I am having a lovely Friday, eh? So I hope that everybody's having a lovely Friday. You guys know how it is. Eh? I don't actually remember which game this song is from. Eh? Oh, it is from a game. I don't even know which one, but it is from a game. Yeehaw, man! What? Am I streaming games or am I streaming a farm? As people would often say. I don't remember this song from this game, but granted, I have never played this game before. But one day I will definitely play StarCraft. But some of this is, you know, one of these days. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I hope that everybody's having a lovely one. I already said that, but you know, I hope that is true. So yeah, today I don't really have you know, any anecdotes to tell you guys. I guess if anything, I could tell you guys, you know, something that happened yesterday when I was walking on my way to home. You know how in Mexico we have people who will wash your window for you. When I mean, I guess if you're, you know, driving, if you're not driving, obviously you won't really get anything washed there. But I was on my way home, and then one of the guys actually, like, you know, talked to me, and he was like, "Yo, young man," and I'm like, you know, just looking everywhere, and I'm like, "Me, eh?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you, eh?" And then he tells me, "Yo, there's a store over there. Could you like go buy us some Coca-Cola?" Eh? And I'm like, I mean, I guess. I mean, I was a little bit like constrained on time. Eh? The song is a little bit scary now, but I guess, you know, it kind of fits. And I was like, I mean, they only want like a little bit of Coca-Cola because, you know, eh? Why is it so scary? Eh? Because it was a really hot day, so I was like, well, I mean, I might as well just do it, you know. Like, I don't really lose anything by just helping, you know, a bunch of people, eh? And then he was like, yeah, please, we are like really thirsty, eh? And then I was like, you know, I extend my hand like you know, eh? Because obviously I was not gonna, you know, buy with my money, eh? And he's like, you what? Eh? And I asked him, yo, do you have money for the Coca-Cola? Eh? And he's like, no man, we don't really have any money. And then I was like, so do I, or so I do not, I guess. And then I just straight tell him, yo, I don't really have any money on me. And he's like, oh well, okay. I believe that, you know, that's those kind of moments in which things could probably get dangerous if it was like another place, maybe like, you know, New York, for example. But I guess he saw that I did have the intention to help, because when else are you gonna like stop a random person on the street and then you ask them to help you and then they want to help you? So I guess it was okay with me like being like honest, like, yo, I don't really have any money. Although I technically did not. I did not have cash. I did have cards, but I did not have cash. But even though I'm willing to help people, you know, there's like a limit. You gotta push. You do gotta impose a limit. Otherwise, you become an errand boy, and you know, you guys know that I'm not an errand boy. I'm not even a boy to begin with. I'm a man. I don't even know. But I imagine that he did look kind of like a little bit more older than me, kind of like 20 years older, I guess. I don't know. That man could have very well been 40 years old or 29 years old. But you know how life treats us very differently. And some people do say that I do look younger than what I actually am. So I guess I'm happy for that. But I guess in turn that kind of made him think that maybe I was way younger, and that I was like, oh yeah, let me tell that kid over there, you know, to go buy us some Coca-Cola. I could just say Coke, but you know, when I mention people on the street that wash cars, that are hanging around on the corners, you know, maybe if I do say Coke, you know, there may need to be a little bit of disambiguation when it comes to that, you know. But yeah. So yeah, I did have an intention to help them, but not with my money, you know. So I do hope that eventually they just manage to get some Coca-Cola, you know, for themselves, because they do be like that, you know. But I was not gonna become an errand boy. You know how it is. Anyways, yes, today we're gonna be finishing Yoshi's Island. We're gonna be finishing that Yombi Island, as people would often say. And by people I mean me. You know, you get an island that Yoshi from time to time, you know. And as far as I am concerned, there's only one world left, so there's not really much that we have left for the game. I could probably start Pikmin 2 if we have enough time. Jesus Christ, my hair only got worse. Hold on. Ooh, there we go. A little bit of puffiness didn't hurt anybody. I guess only me. Looks okay, I guess. There you go. But yeah, sure enough, I think that if we do, gotta pronounce my consonants. I think that if we do finish Yoshi's Island a little bit too early today, or too fast, I guess we could start Pikmin 2 if there's enough time left. If there's like an hour or so, I guess I could. You know, an hour of Pikmin 2 could be nice. But it all depends. It all depends on how fast we do this. I mean, we're already a half an hour late to the stream, and by we I mean you guys and me. So I don't know. Who knows how much time left we have, you know, of the stream day. And my controller just fell on me. Hold on. Here we go. Gotta watch out for the cord because it has already been tangled. So I gotta untangle it. Yo, tangled? Like the Disney movie. Well, technically it wasn't Pixar, right? Did Pixar make Tangled? I don't actually remember. It is one of those movies that I did not watch growing up, so I don't really have a point of reference, to say the least. I don't really know. I'm just rambling at this point, though. But yeah, that was my anecdote on how I almost got jumped by a bunch of car washers or whatever. But not really. Anyways, yes, let's start with the game. Let me summon the game. As people would often say. Here we go. Let me know if you guys can actually hear the game, because otherwise it'll be really bad if you guys don't hear the game. Not if you guys don't tell me, because I could always just check it. But if you guys don't hear it, that's gonna be a little bit of an abomination. Here we go. Let me see if, and only if, it actually sounds. And why is the game not showing? There we go. I am a little bit paranoid when it comes to the game not showing. Because that is something that has happened before. There you go. Yeah, we have audio. Audio has been confirmed, as people would often say. Me when the tunki tunki tuki tun. There we go. Yombi silent. Yo, it is night in that in this school. I'm just vibing with the music, I'm sorry. It is night in this screen. I guess it does signify that we are really close to the ending of the game. So yeah, check it out. I'm in the house like carpet. World 6, everybody! This is supposed to be the last world of the game. So, you know, because if it isn't, then I'm gonna be outed out as a liar, you know. Scary skeleton Goonies. Well, I'm glad that it said Goonies and not Gooners, because goddamn. Oh goddamn, that thing is gonna, you know, it's gonna be a nightmare and a half. Yo, did you guys see that platforming on my Mario game, man? I like the brab. How can that skeleton fly? I mean, it is true that, you know, there's a lot of shaman in here, and not the kind of shaman that would be king, eh? Get it? For those of you who got it, amazing, eh? But yeah, you can see the game design at work, eh? Them birds be flying so that you can, you know, go past the place without even having to actually confront the enemies. That is amazing. Look at that bird. As far as I'm concerned, well, I mean, it don't really need this. Maybe yes and maybe no. No, yes, I did need it. There we go. A little bit more just for the, you know, just in case. Ow! I did not see the bomb. We didn't start the bomb. Tell that to the masses. I don't really have anything else to say. Look at that guy. Do you guys think that, well, do you guys think that that's what they meant by witch doctor? I also remember that back in the day, a lot of people used to do video game music videos kind of deal, eh? And one of the ones that I do remember the most is Crash Bandicoot, you know, with the song of Witch Doctor, eh? Because you know Uka Uka, you know, and well, Aku Aku, eh? Uka Uka and Aku Aku. Aku Aku is a good one, right? I kind of forget sometimes. With Crash and Aku Aku, you know, the Witch Doctor. Eh? Did I? Yes. But at what cost? What does this mean? Does it really mean anything? Eh? Yeah, watch out for the chain champs. It's a little bit scary to hear that sound, I'm not gonna lie. But just a little bit. You can actually despawn them, and that makes it a little bit easier. Ow. No, Yombi. There we go. Hi Kami, how you doing? Welcome in. It's so nice to see you. The Kami on stream. The Kami on stream, in the stream, on the stream. I don't think that thing is actually like capable of hurting us. But who am I to judge? Check that out. How you doing, Cam? It's been a while, a little bit. Well, actually, not so much a while. But you know how it is, How you doing, Cam? Happy Friday, Is it still Friday where you live? I hope that it is still Friday. I did not see that coming. I only have 2 lives. Jesus Christ, where did all my lives go? I'm glad that you're doing fine, yeah. Hell yeah, we fry dying in today, Fry dying in there. I'm doing pretty well, actually. I am having a lovely time. Today is gonna be a good day. It is already a good day to begin with. Okay, can I get it? Hell yeah. Mostly because I'm gonna be... Well, I'm trying to finish this game, and so long it's been going pretty well, I believe. Can I? By a miracle of life. Oh yeah, that actually I insta-killed you if you do that. Yeah, the fried day, yeah, for real. I mean, what else was I expecting? But yeah, it seems to be a thing that the developers accounted for. If you do go back, you can despawn the chain jumps. So they did something, you know, that accounted for that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, for real. We're supposed to be at the last world of the game. Did that thing try to do a Kamehameha? I feel like it may have. Look at that guy. For real. And aside from that, I'm gonna be technically live later on in the day because I'm gonna be co-hosting it. Okay, I was not expecting that like at all. Like, why did it go the other way? Well, I mean, that's a little bit of a surprise, I'm not gonna lie. It also sucks that your lives don't really, you know, save themselves. Whenever you do a reset of the console. I mean, I guess that's one of the things that they, you know, that they didn't want you to do, which I guess it ups the challenge, Yeah, that change-up just came out of nowhere. It was a little bit of a jump scare, not gonna lie. Hold on. Luckily, we're still at the beginning of the world, so that wouldn't be really bad. Best anime endings, yeah. Top 10 anime deaths of all time, for real. It kinda do be like that. Show with a bird. Yo, them birds. I love how they just sound like that. But yeah, I'm gonna be co-hosting with Ali Starla and the rest of the Stooges. That's what they're called. Don't laugh at them. Laugh with them. That is what the Stooges are all about. That should be the slogan. Don't laugh at us, laugh with us. I'm just joking. But yeah, they're gonna be doing a cooking stream, and I'm gonna be there in a call with them. That guy was trying to do a Kamehameha. It's really funky. Ow. Oh, come on. There you go. Let me eat this guy, this shy guy. Was that not enough? Come on, eh? I'm really not calculating the trajectory well, eh? Guess I'll just do it over here. Yeah, they're gonna be doing a cooking stream, and I'm gonna be there in a call with them. I don't really know if it's gonna be a voice call, if it's gonna be a video call. It most likely will only be an audio call, eh? But who knows? Who knows? It may even be a video call, eh? But I'm not gonna be streaming myself, but I'm gonna be live in their channel, eh? So if you guys wanna check that out, check out Ali Styles' channel. She only streams on Twitch, so for those of you who do watch on YouTube, yeah, that's gonna be there, yeah. But yeah, sure enough, if you wanna see me live and see them live and see them watch them cook, then you guys can do so if you check out Ali Styles' channel. She also makes videos on YouTube, so if you guys want to check those out as well, and check them out. Look at this dude. Yeah, that guy just did a Kamehameha. Ain't that funky? I don't really know when. Oh, well, there we go. I gotta be careful with that one, eh? Yeah, there's a way of avoiding them, eh? The cool thing is that I was really close to the screen transition, eh? There we go. My stars are at max level. Look at that dude. They're trying to bomb us. They're trying to bomb us. They want to make me go kaboom, man. So how do I do this? Ow. So how do I go on about this, man? Could I possibly just go... No, I can't really do it in the corner, can I? Not at all. I actually like went straight to it. We'll play Yoshi Stories after. Okay, one of the greatest games of all time. Probably, I don't know. Not right away, but one of these days. Ow, I did not jump, But yeah, one of these days. I just don't know which day, but one of these days. For a moment, I forgot that I'm not completing this game. I'm just finishing it, so I don't really need. But I'm kind of wondering how you do that. How do you get that thing? Big questions, big time. It doesn't really matter. I'm trying to not get bombed like Al Qaeda or whatever. I'm the creeper in Minecraft Screen Reaper blowing up blocks like Al Qaeda or whatever. Especially whatever. What do we have here? We have the key. We have the key. But how's about do you go over there? Welcome in, Kite, by the way. Welcome in. I wonder if that had something to do. Most probably it did. Oh, so there was a... Ooh. What an interesting thing, Let me see if I can somehow trigger it again, Although I genuinely doubted it. But you can still trigger it, Well, that's pretty nice. But I cannot really trigger that thing anymore. So there's not much that I can do. I mean, unless I can somehow just... No, not really. I would need to go back for that to happen then. But I don't even know if it is possible to just go back. Let me try and see if that is possible. Nope, not at all. It must have been just a secret minigame, and that's only that. This game doesn't really have hidden exits, as far as I'm concerned. There are like extra levels that you can do, but other than that, not much else. Ow. Okay. Let me hit him with the... Oh, I don't have any more eggs. Well, that kind of sucks. Let's go here then. Let me get them egg going on. I don't really remember if there's a way for me to... If there's a way for me to flutter more than what I do. Let me see if I can flutter like this. I may need to keep on pressing the button, yeah. Another one, and then another one, and then another one. Now you need a little bit more altitude. Let's see who hits first. Yeah, that's on me. Well, that sucks. Let's try that again. Luckily, the checkpoint is not too far away. So that can only mean that we can try that again. So check this out, everybody. Check this out. Look at that dude. Okay, now that we know, I do kind of wonder what's on the other side. So let me hit him with the... Why did the camera not... Okay, that's actually on the camera. I can genuinely blame that on the camera. And hi, my name is Camera. So let's try that again. Let me get the key first, because that's why I went back. So here we go. Another one. I don't know if you can actually like get trapped down there if you do stand over there. So, just out of curiosity, let me see what's over here. Oh, ain't that amazing? So now let's see. Yeah, it was just a minigame. Pooping balloons, popping balloons. Pound the ground. Let me pound the ground. There you go. Big yippee, big yippee. 20 stars for the count of stars that I only have at the fullest. Well, I need to collect them. Big yippee, big yippee. Hi, Kevin, how you doing? I asked if you weren't here before, but thank you so much for redeeming the big yippee. We big yipping it today. Actually, yeah, that's another thing. I don't really have a way for you guys to trigger the sounds on the YouTube set. Technically speaking, you could, but it costs money and doesn't really, it is not that good. There's a thing called blurb, which is like, sounds on stream that you guys can trigger. But you gotta, if you're not on Twitch, you gotta like buy the currency of the website, and then you gotta, use that currency. That kind of throw me off a little bit. I did not calculate it well. I don't really know if there's a way for me to, or if there's any reason for me to go back into the minigame. I guess I could try it out and see if that gives me more lives. Oh yeah, you needed to grandpa that thing, Well, it doesn't really matter anymore. Let me see if I can collect enough coins and maybe that can be it. I needed more altitude. There you go. I don't think I've ever grabbed all of the red coins in a level. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But there you go. A 1-up. A freshly done 1-up. I like the song, eh? I find it funny because this is supposed to be the Underground's theme, but it doesn't really look that undergroundy, eh? If you ask me, eh? But then again, nobody asked me, eh? Oh, come on, eh? Well, man, let's try that again, eh? Well, I mean, I did have an extra 1-up, so that is pretty good. Yoshi can be extra slippery if you're near the ledges, so you do get a account for that. Let me retry the mini game and see what we can do. Yeah, I feel like if you stand here when this thing is going on, it's gonna push you out or push you off, brother. So let's try it. Let's try that out again and again and again. We're going. By the way, you guys may have noticed that yes, the soundtrack is quite different, eh? And that is deliberate. Oh, there he went there. It is only 4 stars, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We are already at the top number when it comes to like stars. So it doesn't really matter. We get that extra lag. I guess it is nice that they put that over there, so you know, don't really feel like you're missing out too much. And we also got another one, another one, just in case. I mean, this is technically one of the last levels of the game, so of course it's gonna be like a difficulty spike. So yeah, game design at work, yeah. They accounted for that. Ow. Why do you sleep that other way? Like, it would make sense if you sleep to the left, not so much to the right. But I guess that's just how momentum works, you know. Nah, I don't really know how reality works, if you ask me. But only if you ask me. If you don't, then I may know it. It is just like how people say, I don't know. Well, I do know, but I don't want to tell you. Baby. Time again to try again, as people would often say. What do you guys say? I may be able to just push it with my thumb there. Yeah, that'd be good. Haha, look at that guy. And get the plume. I was just about to say, I'm hoping that I can make the landing, eh? Ow. And that should suffice. But I do gotta watch out for those guys though. There you go. And another one, and another one, and another one. There we go. BRB, I gotta do. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So now let me see what else I can do over here. Because as far as I am aware, some of the levels are thematic. So I kind of wonder if this, you know, will change or if it'll stay as it is. The Cave of the Bandits. That's a lot of bandit, Joe. Victory Screech! Hell yeah. Thank you, thank you. Do you guys know that even though I do have that sound, I haven't actually played Final Fantasy VII yet. That is a yet. You know? But someday I will, One of these days I definitely will. Any more X? I have a Phantom Mega. Look at all these coins. Goddamn, goddamn. I mean, I guess it makes sense that I cannot really, you know, eat one of these guys. They're made out of love. The Forbidden Jelly, Victory Screech, ow, Cami, question: are you watching the stream on both Twitch and YouTube? That's quite nice of you to do. Well, I mean, yeah, if you cannot really, like, you know, use the sounds on YouTube, then I guess that does make sense. But it, you know, it really, yeah. Oh, that's really nice of you, Cami. I feel like you're the first person who has ever done that. You know, watch both the streams of Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But yeah, I guess you kind of have to do that if you want to use the sound effects. So it would be like that sometimes. That's really nice of you, thank you. So let's see. I don't have any more X, so I cannot really like use this thing. Can I not ground pound this guy? But I guess it doesn't really matter. That was loud. How loud was that? It shouldn't be too loud. But if it is really, really loud, let me see. Let me balance it out a little bit. Let me do the victory thingy again. Just so that you guys can, you know, yeah. Let me balance it out. Okay, that's a little bit better. A little bit less, maybe. Yeah, it shouldn't sound as loud anymore. But if it is, let me know. But thank you so much for letting me know. Oh yeah, I believe this is the first time that I've ever used one of my superpowers or whatever. Which I technically did not mean to do, so yeah, not much that you can do about this thing. You only gotta time your thing. But yeah, I oftentimes forget that you can actually like use items in this game, just like in the normal Super Mario world. You guys do you? Ow. That should teach them. It's interesting how technically speaking and canonically speaking, I get people can do Kamehamehas in here. Although I guess it would be more so of a Hadoken, not so much a Kamehameha. But you know, that's the first thing that people think whenever you do that pose. And look at that cute thing, Look at this cute little fella. I wonder if there was an achievement for me, you know, completing a playthrough without using power-ups, and maybe I just botched it. Who knows? It's a lot of little fellas over there. The little fellas of the little tribe. They're gonna come here and then they will fly. Up in the sky, like McFly. Yes, I just rhymed fly with fly. There you go. I'm not a rapper. Ow. I got him, man. I don't think there's anything that you can do with a rock per se, but you know, would have been nice to unlock something because of it. Let me hit him with the egg. Look at that flower. Who knew the biome of this game is gonna be so diverse? I often kind of wonder if it is canon that all of these things actually exist there. There we go. It wasn't so bad, but kind of what I was over here. There's just a lot of it. In a Yoshi game? Who knew it? A Yombi game. A big Yombi game. Man, do I have enough eggs for that? There you go. Maybe this is my last deck? No, not really. Man, this level is getting a little bit longer. I'm not against it, I'm just like, you know, like, ooh. Super Mario, here we go. I was so close as well. Yeah, I did not know if Mario could just die, you know, from the spikes. Well, I mean, he's Super Mario, he shouldn't die, you know. But who knows, you know? You often see spikes and you see baby and, you know, things sometimes don't add up. Here I go, here I go. Ooh, that was a close one, eh? Got him, eh? I gotta conserve my momentum. Yeah, no, that's really bad, eh? Yeah, I did not see that coming, eh? I wonder if you can actually, like, jump high enough for you to clear that jump. It should be possible, eh? There we go. Yippee! BigJohns.com, eh? Jump.com, eh? Here comes the big one, y'all. And just like that, we did it, eh? And also, I actually got the, you know, the whole flowers, you know, the whole amount of flowers, eh? Chips looks like pencils, yeah, for real, eh? I mean, that's the style of this game. That's just how it looks like, you know? It's pretty cool, eh? 94, eh? I only needed 6 more red coins. Just, you know, not a lot. But, you know. Big yippee, eh? Thank you so much for the yippee. Match cards, Iron Chance. Flip cards open in pairs. Receive the items shown on match pairs only. Let's see. Blue, bow, and the thing, eh? And then, hold on, eh? Be right. Okay, I'm back, eh? Let's see, the bow was... I don't even remember where the bow was. Was it over here, eh? Oh, that was full, eh? Hold on, eh? Just checking my audio levels, here we go. So I do remember that this thing was over here. And I do remember that this was over here. I couldn't memorize them all, by the way. I was attending to something else while this was going on. The green one should be here for all that I care. I don't really know. You watch dailies in my game, yeah, for real, for real. The dailies. When the dailies are the daily, eh? Beware the spinning logs. The mythic song, eh? Mythicsounds.com. Yo, this looks to be spinning, eh? Can I? No, I cannot really do anything with the thing there. As long as those things launch me upwards, I can launch myself back. But other than that, I don't really have any more ways for me to not do that, right? There's gonna be a platform challenging level, eh? So you guys prepare yourselves for that. Ooh, eh? I'm glad that that thing stopped the moment it stopped. Otherwise, it would have been really bad. Ooh, eh? Pretty scary stuff going on right now. Eh? You can't really eat these guys. You can only you can only stomp on them, which kinda sucks. Not gonna lie, but it do be like that sometimes. Look at all the buffies. You guys know exactly what I'll back. Hell yeah. You guys know exactly what happens if you touch one of these, which is kind of like how a friend of mine that starts with P and ends with Ochis used to do it back in the day. Yeah, no, I was bound to touch one of those eventually. Because your environment and so on and so forth. I don't have any X anymore. Get there. We're gonna get all the coins. Just let me get this big flower over here, the big flower over here, big flower over here. That should suffice. Did I go straight into it? Yes. I gotta wait for a little bit of the, some of the puffies to actually go away, because otherwise it won't be possible for me to pass through. Luckily, in this game, there's really no time limit. So I can only just wait. Yoshi will stumble sometimes, but only that. So if I do avoid the other puffies, I do call them puffies. I don't even know what their name is, but I do gotta wait it out a little bit. There you go. It should only take a little bit more time for the effects to run out. There we go. And they gotta be careful to not touch the other one. And here we go. I kinda wonder how speedrunners do this part, because it seems like you do gotta wait, and there's no no way for you to not do that. But here we go. I do gotta watch out. I don't know if there's anything else in there, but I'm not gonna try to figure it out. There we go. Let's see what is this? Just a bunch of stars they've been hidden over here. There we go. Upwards and onwards, as people would often say. Up, up and away. Alright. I mean, I do have an egg dispenser over here. Put dispenser here, as people would often say. Okay, now some log action time. Oh, wasn't too bad. Now, when it comes to this, I'm kind of worried, but not really, because you know. Ow. Well, it wasn't so bad. Now, what's over here? I kind of wonder. Well, nothing really. Watch out, baby on board. Just wanted to get that thing, first and foremost. There you go. So far, so good. Actually, I'm glad that it hasn't been so bad. The only bad part was the one with the puffs. But other than that, nothing too bad. I really missed that one. Goddamn. Let me get them stars. You know which show I would have liked to watch a little bit more of? I would have liked to watch a little bit more of Clone High. I did try to do so, but it was like, okay, I get it. I mostly wanted to watch it because, you know, the second season that came out there. Everybody was like, wow, Clone High, I remember that one. And then, you know, people were very hype about it. And I was like, oh man, I missed out on my window of enjoyment of that game. Of that show. There we go. A little bit too close for comfort, A little bit more diagonal, there we go. If I remember correctly, well, I mean, I guess you cannot really grab the coins with your tongue, But there we go. There we go. Bonus challenge. So far so good. We're actually at a good pace. I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna be, you know, I'm probably gonna be not, what's it called there? I'm probably gonna be finished with this a little bit earlier than usual. Thanks for the GPA. How you doing, Bunk? The Bunkinator in the chat. The Bunkinator in the chat. That'll be me when it is Friday. When the Bunkinator. Nice high score for real. 6-9. Me when the 6 and the 7. When the 6 and the 7 know each other and love each other too much, a 6 and a 9 come out 9 months later. Let's see how much I can get. Not a lot. Whenever I do play this game, there's always one that I don't really get. Minigame time, mini boss time. There we go. I was gonna say before we do that, let me move my camera just a little bit. Not a lot. Hold on. That should suffice. Finally got a minute to sit down. Been lurking but haven't been by my phone. Did I miss anything good? Only me. Only me. Just, you know, beating the game. And other than that, not much else. I just talked about how. I guess I could give you guys the rundown. Yesterday on my way to work, some guys that, you know, I don't know if you guys have this kind of characters in where you guys live, but I don't know if you guys have seen those guys that are sitting on the, you know, on the corner there. I don't know how if I should call them corners there. You know, at the stop signs on whenever you stop by, you know, with your car. Hi Rex, how you doing? Welcome in, What up, Rex? Yeah, on my way to work yesterday, I stumbled upon a couple of guys that, you know, the kind of guys that, you know, sometimes they can wash your window, you know, your window car, for like, you know, $1 or something. And yeah, nice, good to hear. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'm making myself understand. Okay, hold on. Whatever you're like driving your car and then you stop at a stop sign or just a stop sign, I guess. Sometimes there's like, you know, my emotes are fixed. Hell yeah, I can emote again. For real. Get them emotes going on. And sometimes at the stop signs or like a stop light, yeah, there we go. You can find sometimes guys that will just sit right there waiting for you to stop, and so that they can wash your window. And they do it for like however much you wanna pay them. Your emotes are still being weird. That sucks. And it sucks even more because since there's like not a discount going on, but there's like a promotion going on that people who dual stream can get like free extra gift whenever people gift like 5 gifts. So it sucks that, you know, emotes themselves, you know, the reason why people subscribe to begin with, are not working that well. So that sucks, you know. Me to the Switch for real. Yeah, it's very intermittent. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, yesterday on my way to work, I stumbled upon a couple of guys that, you know, they're the type of guys that will wash your car, or at least the windows of your car, for like however much you want to pay them whenever you stop at a stop sign. Oh, hold on. And one of them actually told me, "Hey, young man, come over here." I assumed that he was like a 40-year-old something, or maybe he just thought that I was, you know, younger than what I actually am, because I have, you know, received comments sometimes that I do look younger than what I really am. And he told me, "Hey, there's like a store over there. Could you please go there and buy us each and every single one of us a big, you know, a big jug of like Coca-Cola? Well, not a jug, but like, you know, a thing, like a bottle, a big bottle of Coca-Cola." And I was like, already on my way to work, not really that far away from where I was, and not so much too far away, so much so that I would, you know, be late, or at least considerably late. But I was like, sure, man, I guess I could do that. And then I extend my hand like this, because I was expecting him to to give me the money to buy the Coca-Cola for them, because it was a really hot day. So I imagine that it is one of those days in which if you're on the sun a lot, obviously you can barely move, but he told me like, no, we don't really have any money, so I guess he was kind of expecting me to buy them Coca-Cola with my own money, so that's kind of wild, I've heard of those people but never seen one in real life. Well, one of them tried to make me an errand boy for them, because he was like, I'm gonna stop a random guy on the street and ask them to buy us Coca-Cola for all of us. That's wild, yeah, for real. And then I just told him, sorry man, I don't really carry cash with me, which is technically true, because I was not carrying cash. I was carrying a card, not cash. But he was actually expecting me to pay for all of the Coca-Colas for them. A random stranger on the street, Ain't that a wild thing, And I kind of wonder if I'm gonna, stumble upon them or across them again, and see what they say. Very wild stuff. Look at all this perspective, Joe. All this perspective, this 3D perspective. Let me get all of this ghosts. Oh, is this gonna be a multi-layered kind of level? Kind of wonder. There we go. I believe that's the only thing that you're gonna do. Would you guys have done that? Should you have actually, should you have had the money for that? I don't know if I would have. I mean, I guess he kind of saw that I did have the intention to help, so that way he didn't like get violent or whatever. But he didn't strike me as a violent guy. Granted, there was a lot of guys, there. So if something should have happened, then all of them would have, gone at it. But they didn't look too powerful. I don't know if that makes any sense. They didn't look too strong. That's all that I'm gonna say. I can't imagine asking a random stranger to buy you stuff. Man. Did I spell that? Oh, is that thing not working actually? Exclamation mark thrown. Yeah, I cannot really fathom, to ask people to give you stuff. Is Cloudbot actually not here? It might actually not be here, now that I think about it. But the joke is that, haha, for people that, yeah, yeah, both should be here. I don't know why Throne didn't. It doesn't really matter. We were a random guy on the street, hands me a cross and then gives me another and tells me to pay up. I was like, sorry man, no cash, yeah, for real. He took both crosses and left. It would have really been Limao bad, yeah, based, for real. But you know how it is. Exclamation mark Throne. Yeah, who could have thought to ask people to buy stuff? It depends on how many people in the BAP, yeah. I make pretty good money, and if you're in a place that you need to ask random strangers for stuff, yeah, you probably need the help, yeah, for real. I mean, they kinda... I mean, my intention for actually wanting to help them is the fact that they do spend a lot of time, under the sun. So it did make sense for me to be like, okay, they're asking me for help because they can barely move. They do a lot of hard work as is. So I wasn't opposed to just helping them, but it was still really weird, And I would have helped them if they actually did not expect me to buy them with my money, You know, to just spot them like that. Which I guess in retrospect, I guess it wouldn't have been so bad, but it's still a little bit weird, you know? And that would have put me in a position of if I pass there again, they might expect me to do the same like over and over and over again, eh? So yeah, I was not gonna become an errand boy, you know? An errand boy. Because I'm a brave boy. Not a brave enough boy for this. Said somebody that we used to know. Because they do be like that. So let's see, what else can I do here? This doesn't seem like a place that I can just speedrun my way through, eh? Also, Mexico is a dangerous place to visit as a tourist. Depends on the state. Depends on the state. If you stick to any like tourist attractions, you won't really have any trouble, eh? But if you go out of your way to go, like, you know, on the back alleys or just late, you know, out late, then you do put yourself in some kind of dangerous position, eh? I've heard these things, yeah. If you stick to the tourist spots, you will be fine. In most places, but that's like a general rule of thumb. But then again, I do repeat, it depends on the state. It depends on the city. Ow. Because there's more rustic kind of cities that they don't really pose any threat to anybody. To call it somehow, Like for the more rustic side of Mexico, you don't really run many risks. I get it. And just like that, I don't have any more eggs. God damn it. But for the most famous ones like Monterrey, Cancun, for example, Quintana Roo, I get it. People, you know, not people, places with a lot of people, then yeah, just stick to the tourist attractions. Or more than anything, if you know somebody who lives in the place where you wanna visit, or the place that you wanna visit, then just stick with them. You know, the locals know best when it comes to the spots that you may or may not wanna go to. I do not know why Yoshi did not flutter. Let's try that again. Why did he not flutter? I was pressing the button down. But I guess it would be like that sometimes. Which I guess it is a good way to go on about it. Just stick with people that you know, right? For the places that you wanna go to, right? Which I guess it's kind of one of the reasons on why people sometimes get to meet other people, from other countries, because they want to go to said country, Which I guess it is a little bit disingenuous, but not really, because you're still like, you know, interested in the local, like, you know, culture and stuff. So it is not so much that you're, you know, meeting them out of another interest together. And just like that, I run out of eggs. I wonder if I can stomp it. No, it doesn't seem like that's the case. Yeah, no, you can run out of eggs here. That makes sense. One of my co-workers was dating somebody who lives in Mexico for a while. He would go down there. She was basically his guide for where to go and where, you know, what to avoid. Yeah, for real. Yeah, the locals know best when it comes to this kind of stuff. He's fighting Bo. Yeah, he's kind of fighting Bo. Look at all them eggs, y'all. Look at them all there. All the eggs. I'm getting the eggs. MX? As in MX, Mexico, MX. It all comes full circle. Just waiting for this thing to show up. You know something that I kind of realize now? Even though I technically did not grow up playing Nintendo DS games, I technically did have a good experience with the ones that I did play. I mean, I didn't play them the way that it should have been played, if that makes any sense. But, you know, for the ones that I did play, I did have a good experience. Do I really not have enough X for this? Or is there a way for me to catch, you know, the X back? There might be a way for me to catch the X back. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm just over here fighting Bo. The DS had so many games and so many good ones, yeah, for real, for real. I didn't play a lot of them, but the ones that I did play kinda marked a before and after. Well, not so much. But the ones that I did play, I do remember quite fondly. For example, I do remember going through New Super Mario Brothers. I also played a little bit of the Tony Hawk ones and the Jackass ones. I did play some of the Jackass ones. There's over 3,000 DS games, goddamn. And in all honesty, being fully transparent, I used to play the Doki Doki Maho, or Majo, I guess Maho, games. Which if you know them, you know them, But it was something to do back in the day, I gotta be honest. I used to play quote unquote, because those games were never, like, you know, translated, so I could only infer what they were saying, But I did used to play the Doki Doki Maho games. Oh, come on, not again, Yoshi not fluttering, For real, for real. I remember those games, The DS had games for the whole family, yeah, for real. For the games, you know, the games that were for the kids were for the kids. The ones that were for the adults definitely were for adults. It was such a good console, yeah, for real, for real. I mean, granted, it never had like games that were like explicit, because, you know, Nintendo, But for the ones that were a little bit more adventurous, they were interesting, And then the 3DS console came out. A friend of mine got himself a 3DS, a new 3DS XL, for very cheap, for like $150. You know, fully functional and all. And I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing the same, because I do want to play, you know, co-op games, you know, 3DS games. I know that the servers are, you know, off, like right now, at least the official ones. But, you know, there's the custom service called Pretendo, or Pretendo, which is basically just a homebrew solution for the servers, you know. 3DS games, I love 3DS games. I love 3DS games. Those were really good, yeah, for real. I didn't play too many of those, but for the ones that I did play, I do remember some. I believe I did manage to play a little bit of the homebrew games that my friend had on his 3DS before formatting it. Because technically I did serve as a man in the middle for his 3DS in him. Since he lives in another city, I bought the 3DS for him, and then, like, you know, he gave me the money and so on and so forth. And I delivered it to his mom, and then on Christmas she brought it off to him, and that's how my friend got his 3DS. He wanted to play the Etrian Odyssey games like on a real 3DS, so that's why he asked me to, you know, get that deal going on, and that's how we did it. If you ever play any 3DS games, I'll gladly and happily join you. Thank you. We'll see what happens, because I don't really know how the whole, you know, thing with you know, pretend and everything is gonna be. Can I really not do anything when it comes to this, guys? Was there really a necessity for me to go here? Or I could just go here. But yeah, I'm sure that there's, you know, a lot of cool co-op 3DS games. Oh, you have the 3DS XL, nice. Yeah, that's the one that I want to get. This lava looks extra dangerous for some reason. Ow, it is very hot indeed. I often forget that you cannot really jump once you actually get, you know, attacked like that. We may actually like finish this game in the allotted time, because, you know, I'm taking quite a lot of time on this level, you know, solely on this level. There we go. We want something a little more portable. The new 3DS is also good, yeah, for real. Oh man, here we go. The 2DS XL would be good if it was a little bit better. Yeah, it just doesn't run things as good. And I know that if you wanna add emulators to your 3DS, the new 3DS XL is the best bet for you. So there you go. Here I go. I'm just waiting for whatever to happen, because, you know, people complain that won't start falling apart and breaking. Jesus, bro. But which one? The 2DSL? The 2DS XL or the 3DS XL? Which one? Oh, come on, Did it really not jump that high, Well, one more life, Like I guess Yombi over here doesn't really jump that high. It doesn't really help that you gotta go through this again, and then wait a little bit. Come on, Yombi, make that jump. Big Yombi time. There we go. The new consoles are all the same. You just need the new ones and not the non-new models. If it makes sense, I see it. I get it. I don't get it. Do I have any eggs? Yes. So maybe I can kill that guy. The 2DS XL is built like crap. The hinges are the hinges in the shell. So you do need the new one, the new variation. I'm just gonna load myself up like that, and hopefully that's gonna be enough. I wonder if there's a way for speedrunners to make, you know, do this part a little bit faster. Because man, it's taking quite a while. Hear him, Guess I just gotta jump. Yoshi, could you please? Thank you. I couldn't really get that egg out there, so I was really panicking. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna make this do this first try, but I don't know.
Yeah, how did you? I never expected you to get this far. Yeah, now it's over. Your game ends here.
Possibly, because this is the last life that I have. I don't know why my other labs did not transfer over to this save. Look at that guy. Ow. Let me see if I can somehow not die. Let me get them eggs going on. Ow. No, as long as I don't make myself go down, I'm gonna be fine. It's kind of like the Bowser fight anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let me get them eggs going. This game is so janky sometimes, but you know, it's still pretty charming. Oh, I found a hidden thing. Come on, come on, baby, on board. Oh, did it die? Oh, it died. Ooh, man, and I thought that I was sloppy. And he died off stream too. That's a little bit of a shame. But at least we don't have to make, you know, cross this level again. First try, let's go. Yeah, for real. We're first trying them levels, as people would often say. Hold on. Let me just move some things around and hopefully we won't have to, you know, spend an hour on this. First try. Goddamn. Something fell, but I don't know what it was. I really hope that if I do get a game over, I won't have to retry the world, you know, from the beginning. Because that would be really bad. Because I don't have time to do that. Bim bim. Bim, bim, bim. Are you guys liking the new soundtrack? I really like it. I'm more so, you know, surprised by the fact that, you know, people manage to. Oh, so if you touch the lava, you die. Well, that's a little bit of a shame. The very long cave. So not only we gotta be, you know, mindful of the ice thingies, Also not gonna die. Maybe when I don't die, but I also do. It to be like that sometimes for real. You know that it's gonna get a little bit too ridiculous sometimes in this game. But yeah, fire indeed hot, as people would often say. That could have been a little bit better, a little bit worse. There we go. Give me them stars, give me them stars, give me them money, give me them stars. I don't know if I wanted to go that other way. I don't even know if it is possible. But man, I don't even want to try. Ding, ding. I don't even know why I did that. But there's meant to be an extra life here and there. Yeah. You know what the next game on the Friday that starts is gonna be yet? Yes, I'm gonna be playing Pikmin 2 because I've actually never played that game, and people also wanted to see me play that game, so I'm definitely gonna give it its own spot. For the next Wednesday game, however, once I finish Undertale, I'm probably gonna play another Resident Evil game because it's been a while since I last played any survival horror games, so I'm gonna play a Resident Evil game. Which one? I don't really know it, but we will eventually know it. Whoa. Da-da-da. Sick, yeah, for real, for real. Blup. I hear a piranha plant, but I don't know where that may be at. Oh, come on. There we go. At least we didn't die. So far, Resident Evil Dead Aim. That could be fun. Yeah. It's been a while since I last played that game, so I could give it another try. Well, not so much try, but another go. I say that because I played it like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember. It's been a while, so I could definitely give it another try, another go, because I did finish the game. It's not like I, you know. Oh, that's tempting, but no, I'm not gonna go in there in that place. So yeah, I could give it a good playthrough. Just because it's been a while. There we go. Oh, checkpoint, here we go. Oh, so I imagine that, you know, that other door takes me over there. Okay, no more surprises, just like how Radio used to say. And we're going fast. I barely remember the game, man. Is it a rail shooter, or am I thinking of a different one? Yeah. It is. It has a first-person mode kind of deal, quote unquote, Look at them go, And they all died in the end. Oh, that sucks. Oh man. Oh no, brother. There we go. I believe that's all of my lives, actually, Yep, there we go. That's all of my lives. I really hope that they won't make you actually go to the beginning of the world. Oh, well, that's actually not that bad. There we go. Yeah, probably thinking of Umbrella Chronicles. Yeah, both Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles are on-rail shooters. And technically, also speaking, the one they made this year that is only out in Japan. They made an arcade cabinet that is an on-rail shooters of Resident Evil 2 remake, but it is only available in Japan as of now. I have not done Outbreak, but I definitely want to give it a try. I may either do it with some fellow Resident Evil streamers, or I may do it with the Stooges, you know. I feel like it would be cool to do it with Ali and Stooge, God maybe Domo, if he's interested. Maybe even Made an Underground if he's up for it. But you know, we also do gotta like keep in mind the schedules and everything. Yeah, I do want to go out of my way to do Outbreak co-op, because doing Outbreak, you know, on single player is not that fun. It is nice for just practicing the the campaigns and everything, but not really for like the whole experience of of playing the game, as it should be played. God damn it. Am I going to try again? The very long cave. Bim bim lem. Blem blem blem. I also gotta keep in mind that in order for me to play with them, they also gotta set up the emulator or the PS2 if they do have one, and then configure the IP, and then they configure the thing, and then get the right ROM or ISO, the right version of the game, the right patch, the right everything. I gotta wait it out a little bit. So I don't know if they may be up for that. I may just give them a pre-configured like version of everything, and that would be it. So if that's, you know, that's what it takes, then that's what I'm gonna be doing. Flip 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 flip. Bim 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 bim. So when's the fiery guy gonna come out? There's a guy that comes here and then he just is on flames, and he goes like, oh. That actually reminds me a little bit of Siphon Filter. I don't know if you guys have played that game, Siphon Filter for the PS1. In that game, there's a mission at the start of a mission. There's a mission at the start of a mission. There's a scene at the start of a mission that takes place in a wrecked subway, and there's a very specific moment that technically serves as a jump scare, because one of the enemies that was on the train comes out of the train in flames, and then he just goes there like, you know, running and screaming, kind of like the guy on the fridge, or like I guess the oven. Why did they call it oven? In Resident Evil 4. And he just goes there screaming, and you can actually like die because of it, if he touches you. So yeah, there's that. Kind of reminded me of that. And I do remember being a little bit shocked because of that when I was a kid and playing the demo Siphon Filter. Man, the demo Siphon Filter is so good. I don't think I played the demo back when I was doing my last stream of the year, like last year, or maybe I did. I don't remember. But yeah, it may not have been loading properly. It may not have been loading properly. So for those of you who missed it, last year at the end of the year, I did a stream to obviously like celebrate, like commemorate the end of the year by playing one of my favorite games of all time, which technically speaking it is not a game but a collection of games. I played the demo CD, the PS1 demo CD that I used to play back in the day quite a lot. And it was a blast because that CD has demos for Blasto, Einhander, Tomb Raider 2. It has a trailer for Resident Evil 2. Well, you know, another thing that would actually like, you know, shock me as a kid, because that trailer is kind of overwhelming. For a kid, it is too fast-paced and also very like, you know, full of information. It is overwhelming for a kid. And I feel like it also had a demo of Siphon Filter, but for some reason I did not play it. I believe it just didn't load. I don't know. It's just how things go. We're going fast, y'all. Strap in. Do you think there's somebody who actually holds down on their seat or like holds down on their belt when people tell them to do it? Like, I don't think there's anybody who actually does that in real life. Hold on to your seats, and then there's somebody who actually like holds on to the seat. Like, oh my god, like so immersive. I don't know if there's anybody who has done that in real life. I missed them all. And we're off. I can enjoy the fact that, and I say enjoy because I laugh at it. I find it funny. I kind of enjoy the fact that for Yoshi to take the baby with them, it kind of means that they already had to do the pilgrimage before. So I don't know if it would have been more productive to just carry the baby with you. I mean, I guess you never know what's gonna happen, so I guess I know that Yoshi had to go there first just to, you know, do a heads up of what's going on, you know. I mean, I would, but you have to say Simon first. Yeah, Simon says first, yeah, for real. Simon says give 5 gifts. No, don't do it, eh? I'm just kidding. Yeah. Slot machine 1-up chance, eh? Simon says have a nice Friday, eh? There you go. I mean, we were gonna do that anyway, so yeah. I changed to earn extra lives. We gotta get that extra lab.
Thanks. Hey, thanks.
That was a joke! Oh, come on, Bunk. Really now?
Hey,
thank you so much for the 5 gifted
Here
subs.
comes the choo-choo train. Chugga 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 woo woo.
There we go, hype train, there we go. Gambling, yeah, let's go, gambling, more power. Thank you so much for the sub. Oh, I'm gonna say thanks for the sub in 5 times. Jesus Christ, Bung. Oh well, thank you so much.
Hey,
Oh yeah, let me tell you that I'm gonna to give subs. Oh, how could you do this? How could you have done this? Oh, Bunk, I was not expecting to do this at all. Wow,
Спасибо вам.
Spasiba, yeah, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Dark Autumn 12, Chill Raven 711, Ocean Wave E, Steve Burns Cider 0267 thanks for the sub to Daddy, and thanks for the song to Andred Andrividi. It would be like the more power maybe. And I believe well, I mean, didn't Twitch also like promise to get some extra subs in for people who dual stream? Well, I don't know. Level 2 high train, everybody, 72%. We are really close to level 3. I actually don't know what's the highest level that I've actually like gone to, but it might have been level 3. But Jesus Christ, thank you so much for the 5 gifted sub. That is wild. That is very wild. Thank you so much, man. Underground maze, yo, underground? Like midnight underground, yo. Man. That is amazing. More power. What is this? More power. Let me see if I can bring my boulder over here. Just because it is a funny thing to do. Okay, I guess that gave me the extra amount of height that I needed, eh? Whoa, eh? Well, I gotta go jump in the shower. Yeah, for real, eh? Yeah, I guess the other gift and that many gift stuff did make you feel a little bit dirty, eh? No, but thank you so much, eh? That's really nice of you. And yeah, go have a nice shower, man. You earned it, I guess. And man, I sure hope that, the water won't go out there. Yeah, I need a cigarette after that one, yeah, for real. Man, and it is not even like Friday night, It isn't even like Friday night yet, so, Somebody started earlier, eh? I need a cigarette after that one. That's a good one, eh? Oh, look at this guys, eh? And I don't even smoke, yeah, for real. That's what a good time does to somebody, eh? Thank you so much, my guy. Based Baines Bunkerino. There we go. Ow. I did not see that guy over there. But, who does? Who does? That's amazing, eh? Wow, look at the piranha plan, look at the piranha plan. The piranha plan. Gotta hit him with the... Ow. I mean, I don't have enough stars, so there's not much that I can do about it. Well, look at that thing, eh? Ain't that crazy? I guess I could have technically done that. Oh, Jesus Christ, it almost reached 0. I was about to have a bad time right there. That's still crazy to me. There we go. I don't think I watched this this toddler really well. It kind of tastes like soap, but just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Can I, by a miracle of life... Well, actually, I can't really do anything about it. What's up with this guy? So there was a secret door over there, but I'm okay with not getting it. I don't even know what it does. I hear a boulder. Hey, there you go. Thank you so much, everybody, for the level 2 hype train. And for everything and anything. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the level 2 hype train. Yeah, I don't think there was anything that I could have done with that boulder to begin with. Oh, it just drops in again, eh? So, for anybody who got the remotes, I hope that you guys will enjoy it. So I do gotta get the key, yes or yes. It's a little bit of a conundrum. Let me see if I can somehow just bring the boulder with me. I might be able to do something with it. Can I possibly jump here? Yes. But first of all, let me get my egg. Let me get my egg. There we go. Those of you who got them cool emotes, enjoy them. Choo choo, as people often say. Did I get one? Possibly. Let me see. Yes, I got this one. Oh, I got the wow one. Choo choo. Big choo choo time. The choo choo, the bomb choo choo. I don't even know. I got something, but I don't know what I got. I often forget that B is A and A is B in Nintendo games. And just like that, we got the key. We got the key, yeah, we got the key, yeah, we got the key, yeah, we got the key, yeah. I don't know, and I don't know, and I don't know, and I don't know. No, I actually need to take that trampoline down there. The ghost doesn't seem to be here anymore. That's kind of a little bit worrisome. Have an eye booger or whatever it's called. Had some sand. It's interesting how people still call it sand, because because of Sandman. Sandman's World. Bim, 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 bim. Let's see. And that power-up got wasted because, they don't really carry over transitions and such. So it kinda sucks. Big doesn't really do anything else. Oh, I love that little synth that they added to it. Ow. Okay, yeah. Get turned into an egg, old man. Oh, I thought that maybe there was something hidden over there, but not really. I don't know if you guys have ever. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this these videos, but there's a. I guess I could call them a VTuber. Right? There's a VTuber in TikTok that tries to guess the words in English. You know, there's another that goes, "What is this? What is this called?" Right? And then she goes like pineapple or cucumber. And whenever she does, you know, get it correct, she goes, yeah. And whenever she gets it incorrect, she just goes, oh, like that. She gets like, oh, like depressed. And she does sound very sad when she does it. It's kind of funny, eh? Said go down, eh? Look at that flower. Oh, that guy's, you know, doing Hadokens left and right, eh? Hadoken. Maybe when I get Hadoken then. Yo, those guys just straight up just... They just straight up just shoot. 6, 7, 3, eh? 6-3. What an interesting combination. 6-3. 6-3-09. Okay. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, so if you step on them 3 times, they just die. Did not know that. You know, the more you know. What do we have here now? Kinda wonder. Big jump. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, so nothing, eh? Sorry, nothing, eh? That's just where I came from, eh? I mean, I guess I could just go here instead. Never mind, I cannot do anything, eh? Let's just try going somewhere else. So never mind, that's the only place that we can go to it. Which sucks a little bit, not gonna lie. But what about here? Let's see. I've already gone here, that's 2. Beep, beep. Oh, so that's the exact same one. Let me try the one above. There we go. Oh, I could have gotten the other flag. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just like that, we are out, hopefully, eh? I don't even know. I don't know, man. I cannot really... There you go. Oh, fascinating, eh? There you go. Big yump, big yippee. Me when the big yippee? The big yippee of the big yumpy. What even am I saying? I don't have the key! Oh man, what? I mean, I can get the key over here. So this leads me... right down here, ow. There we go. Ain't that amazing, guy? Ain't I amazing, guy? Blim, blim, blim. I like this interpretation of the song, right? Sounds very, very rustic, very nice. And I forgot to get that flower again, eh? Ow. come on. Come on, baby Mario, wing out all day. Although technically speaking, well, technically speaking, no, eh? Transition time, eh? Did my controller disconnect? Yes. There we go. And this cable isn't being too friendly, to say the least. Is it still there? No, eh? I'm glad that I did check twice, because otherwise it's gonna be really bad. It was gonna be really bad. Whippy. Whoppa 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 whoppa. Says Yoshi. Bim bim bim. I was gonna ask a really dumb question, eh? What would you guys do if you guys knew that Yoshi was Mexican, eh? Because I thought about Sora, you know, the Kingdom Hearts, the new Kingdom Hearts game, eh? And I was like, wow, Sora is Mexican. What if Yoshi was also Mexican? Eh? Then I was gonna be like, wow, Don Yoshi. Eh? Blip, 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 blip. Item chance! With cards opening pairs. You guys already know, eh? Put a sombrero on him and give him some maracas, yeah, for real, eh? I tried to memorize this thing, eh? That's them. Two over there. Bow, 2020, eh? So if I remember correctly, Oh no, that's that, eh? Never mind, eh? Give him a mariachi outfit, yeah, for real, eh? Oh, I don't remember this one, actually. I thought it was gonna be the green watermelon, eh? A watermelon inside a watermelon, eh? Beep, beep, bim. Tick-a-tick-tin. Keep moving. Oh no, brother. Why are they telling me that? Eh? Could it be because... eh? Oh no, brother, here he comes, eh? Poor little thing, eh? I mean, he was trying to aim this, Wow. Oh, you gotta keep moving, eh? I kinda wonder if... Oh, who knows, eh? If I do need some X for this, I may be screwed, eh? Sorry, I panicked there, eh? What do you need to do in that part? Kinda wonder. Maybe when the ta. Oh no, brother. Like, imagine being that chain jump. What would you do in that case, you know? Do you just die? Or do you just not do anything, eh? Whoa. Because your teeth are now, like, broken. Eh? Well, I mean, that's another thing that, you know, people underestimate, I guess, eh? When it comes to body horror. The teeth, you know? Because I believe that nobody here would like to have their teeth, like, broken, eh? So that's kind of like a quintessential part of, like, body horror, eh? Because nobody would like to have their teeth broken, eh? I should know because I once broke my front tooth, and now I have a dead nerve, eh? Gotta keep on moving. Keep on moving. And it may not be as visible on camera as I once thought it may have been. Well, that's pretty bad. Ooh. The save of the year. Equinox. Right. That was actually pretty close. Ah, that's really bad. Well, that's even closer. I was definitely not expecting a change jump over there. You gotta expect the unexpected, right? Which kind of makes me think, you know, since there's gonna be like another Yoshi over here. Jesus Christ, Rusty Ball, Rusty Tools, right? That's a big message I have. But I'm gonna let it slide just because you know, Yoshi Tools, I was gonna call it. Rusty Tools is just so funny. Eh? Well. Whoa, eh? Ah, you guys got scared, eh? There we go. Let's hope those saves that I did weren't for naught, you know? There we go. At least I got 2 of them, which is pretty nice, I would say. Skunga dunga sack. Hell yeah. Luckily, these things last until I step out of them. But it is kind of understandable that this song will be playing even though it is not a castle per se. It is just a scary. Keep on moving, 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 keep on moving. God damn, man. Oh, was one of them gonna fall? Well, maybe not. Maybe it was the one that already fell to its death. Why is it giving me... So that's why. Man, this is gonna suck. I guess it wasn't so bad as I thought. Give me them coins, give me them coins, give me that key, give me that coin. I wonder if that one is a red one. You know, that one coin. What does he say? Shout out to anybody who got that reference. And down we go. Big yippee. Oh, and Yoshi even has momentum and everything. So, oh man. I was gonna say, I really hope that I won't be slipping and sliding. There may have been an extra thing to do over there, but I don't really know. Nor I know that if I care or not. Oh, well, that's really bad, eh? Yeah, I shouldn't have left that thing. And if anything, I could have just, you know, gone back. But, you know, I do be a silly billy like that. This thing. There we go. Will I survive? Will I die? I don't know. People never know when things are gonna be like that. I could just jump. Oh, you know which game I would love to try again sometime? in my lifetime, eh? I would like to try and play Mercenaries again, eh? Mercenaries 1 or Mercenaries 2, eh? Because I used to play the demo on my 360 a lot back in the day. Would you rather fight 1 kangaroo or 30 squirrels? I feel like I would fight 1 kangaroo a little bit better because I would feel very bad about, you know, killing a lot of squirrels. Eh? I don't think that, you know, that's something that I would like to do. Eh? Just because they're like really small. I mean, technically speaking, I know that they are out to get me, you know. So there's not much that I can do. Like, if I need to put up a fight, I put up a fight. Eh? But you know, they're really small, and I don't want to hurt small animals. I want to hurt big animals. Eh? That's what I live for. Eh? Right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Mercenaries was a fantastic game back in the day, for real. Eh? I like the fact that you can basically explode everything. Eh? Aha, got him. Look at this place, huh? And Donkey Kong, and they say Donkey Kong is the first game to have a destructible environment. Eh? And yeah, I feel like 30 squirrels, hold on. Like 30 squirrels are going straight for your eyes. A kangaroo is just gonna knock you out and leave, yeah, for real. Eh? Yeah, he just wants to get a little punch in, and that's it. Eh? He's just a cool dude, you know. He settles his fights like, man, one punch and that's it. Eh? I remember having a ton of fun with the first one. Eh? The second one was good too, but not as good as the first one. Eh? I only played the demo, unfortunately, so I couldn't really experience the whole thing. Eh? And the demo of the one that I played was Mercenaries 2, I believe. That's a lot of stars that I won't be grabbing. Oh, come on, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, give me a neck, baby. Ricky Elvis, eh? And now we go, yippee! Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. That is the wrong game, eh? Please, Nintendo, don't sue me. There you go. Look at that flower. Well, speaking about Nintendo, don't sue me, eh? Did you guys see? Well, for those of you who have watched those shows, they recently released a new compilation of Sonic shorts. Not Sega, but you know, the fans. The fans had made a new entry on the Sonic shorts mini series, and man, that takes me back, you know. Because I did used to watch the Sonic shorts back in the day, with all the cool Easter eggs and everything. Because one of the things that you could do with Macromedia Flash Player was the ability to put hidden scenes. Like if you click an exact pixel in a very specific scene. Oh, come on. Well, now I cannot get it. And you can hide in some hidden scenes. And more often than not, whenever you used to watch, whenever I used to watch those Sonic shorts on Newgrounds, there would be like horror Easter eggs like Tails doll and whatnot. You know? It's really cool. And I remember when Tails doll was the scariest thing on earth, you know. I remember being afraid of the sun. Can you feel the sunshine? Just because of Tail's Soul. Which I cannot regret it later on, but I'm glad that I'm not afraid of that song anymore. Because that song is a banger, you know. Can you feel the sunshine? Yeah, there was some wild stuff on Newgrounds for real, for real. Something that somebody as such as me, as the age in which I saw them, shouldn't have watched them, you know. But that's what happens when you leave, you know, somebody with unrestricted access to the internet and unsupervised as well. With them stars. To go down. Look at all these nerds. Oh yeah, everybody follow me, eh? Haha, got him, man. The green zombie! The green zombie! The real one, eh? Isn't it so cool that the real Yoshi, the green one, eh? Well, I say real one as if the other ones were fake, eh? But you know, the one that we know and love the most is the one destined to actually, you know, deliver Baby Mario. Here we go, everybody. Last level of the game. Goddamn, goddamn. Big goddamn. Well, we're gonna go to war. Catch you all in the next one, and don't forget that the floss for real, for real. I use a water flosser, eh? So you know, I still flush it. So let's see. Last level, everybody. You guys ready for everything and anything? Eh? King Bowser's Castle. It's King Bowser. The Koopalins and I will have taken We've taken over the Mushroom Kingdom, eh? Or something of the sorts. Look at Kamek, eh? He's trying his best to do anything and everything. Oh, so you die with just one impact, eh? Well, I mean, I guess that's fair. Because you know, eh? That's what helicopters do, eh? Which helicopter do you wanna travel in? The one that goes down. That is a Mexican joke. Oh, I should have grabbed that thing. Ooh, that is really bad. Okay, this is one of those levels in which you gotta learn the path. Otherwise, it's down the drain. But then. I'm kind of convinced that you can actually like get hit by him, eh? So I won't do that. There we go. You know, at least it wasn't that long. Eh? But what else will happen over here? I kind of wonder. And I wonder. I don't even know what that is. One, eh? So it's gonna be like one of those multi-layered kind of levels. Because if it is, ow, and this is gonna be really bad. Just interesting that you gotta get hit by the thing, eh? In order to not die, eh? Okay, no, the chains are not trespassable, quote unquote, eh? So this is gonna be really intense, eh? So get ready, everybody, to spend an hour just in this level, eh? As it often happens. Come on, man, give me the egg. There we go. It's been a while since I last been in a quinceañera. Now that I think about it, eh? I I just got into the vibe of the song and I'm like, wait, hold on a second. How long has it been since I last gone to a quinceañera? It's been a good while, let me tell you. It's been a good while. Come on. Should suffice. Oh no, that's really bad, eh? Yeah, no, that sucks. I wonder if they're gonna keep that same formation through the whole flight, you know? Well, I mean, at least they won't go too far, eh? You know? But goddamn. I'm going to try again, eh? Yeah, no, you gotta get that Spectre, eh? Or whatever. Eh? To go all the way back. Otherwise, it's really gonna suck. Look at all this coin show. I guess this kind of makes up for the amount of lives that you can otherwise just lose, you know? I wonder if I can ride one of these things and then it'll take me to a secret. Although I do think that maybe you can only stomp them. So that's really bad. One up and one up. Hell yeah. I wonder if I can go in here more than one time. Oh, so it is random. Interesting. Okay, depending on which one you take, or I guess it doesn't really matter which one you take. Eh? Stop hitting me with them PlayStation symbols. Eh? Ow. You know, I'm just glad that his magic doesn't really, affect me. Eh? Ow. And I wonder how long this is gonna go. That's really bad. Eh? I did not account for that. Eh? Let's hope that I can also, hit the fourth one, eh? Because that one is actually pretty good. Eh? The two one, the second one shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna take us a little bit of a bit, but it's gonna be fun. I mean, taking into account the amount of taking into account the amount of labs that we managed to collect, should be enough. It went back quite fast. Kinda wonder why. Eh? Maybe it was because it was one of the ones that, weighed the most. I don't know. Look at that long boy. Look at that long boy. That's a long boy. Thank you. So you can go through this level without actually doing anything else. Interesting, eh? Or at least grabbing all of the things, eh? A number that I don't know is calling to me, eh? Should I respond? Should I not respond? Okay. Well, I mean, I do need the... I don't need that thing, eh? What's up with this guy? Look at this cool dude. Just like that, I'm out of eggs. Huh? I need to grab the eggs, otherwise it's gonna be really bad if I don't. Luckily, there's an egg dispenser over here. They thought about everything, eh? Should be enough. Time again to give it a try. Here we go. How about doesn't count, Oh, you can actually like do it with less than 4 eggs. That's pretty good, right? Imagine this guy's existence being only, you know, to procure them keys, and only to hold them and guard them. What a cruel existence! Off we go. Look at that parallax effect. God damn. Wow, nice shot, eh? Nice shot, Fandango. Ow. So as long as I keep myself closer to where he is, there shouldn't be an issue, it seems. He doesn't really like me being near him, man. I was gonna say not much that he can do with me there, but turns out Ow. At least he cannot really touch me if I'm here, or at least near him. There we go. Yo, give me the stars, give me that stars, give me that money, give me that star, give me that money. I don't know if that's how the song goes, but at least that's how it goes in my mind. El gato in my mind. Bowser time, everybody, or maybe Kamek time first. I don't know. Hello, Kamek.
You are not welcome here. Yoshi, please hand over the baby.
Or something of the sorts. Baby Bowser?
Here, what to do? Young Master Bowser wakes.
Kamek, it's too noisy in here. I wanna go sweepy bye-bye.
Got him. We have just witnessed a homicide.
What kind of green donkey is that? Looks wacky fun. Me wanna ride. Bye.
Whoa, I have never, fought. I actually never fought this guy, so I don't really know what's up. Just gonna do this, Eventually, I'll just give him a tumor or something. Oh, interesting. Oh, I think I know what I gotta do. But I wonder how fast I need to do it. Got him, man. Does really not do a lot of damage. Well, I guess it does have to get a little bit of weight to it. Got him. Re. It's always 3 hits.
Yoshi, why did you do this, young master? Let me help you. Yeah. Take my life.
Or something, I don't know. It's gonna get really bad really fast. Oh, they even got guitars, so that's really cool, eh? I mean, who knew that this is eventually how he was gonna end up, like, you know? Take that, society, yeah. Who's delivering this X, by the way? Ow. Oh, come on, eh? Why does that always happen when Yoshi is on the edges, eh? At least now we know. Oh, we really gotta do that, you know, this from here. Queen Donkey, eh? Meow. Got him, eh? So there's still some timing to it, eh? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's no set amount of steps that you're gonna do, or, like, you know, wait a little bit. You only gotta time it just the right amount of frames there. At just the right amount of frames. Here we go. Hopefully we won't die this time. My guess is that I gotta aim at him whenever he opens his mouth, which may or may not be the case, eh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, don't I also gotta avoid him getting closer, eh? Whoa. Oh, I feel like that was really close, eh? How you doing, National Style? How you doing, eh? You got this, thank you. Eh? Got him, eh? I don't know how easy this is gonna go, or how bad this is gonna be, eh? Ow, 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 ow. Not again, eh? Oh, they just think he just went boom, man. But thank you. It's gonna definitely take me a couple of tries because I have never done this battle before, eh? As far as I'm concerned, eh? It's definitely gonna take me, you know, a couple of tries. But yeah, how you doing, National? Welcome in, eh? How is you doing, eh? And I'm at my timing, eh? A little bit more over here, eh? Hold on, eh? I should have done this before, eh? Maybe I do get a step not step, but, you know, stand a little bit, yeah, there we go. A little bit further, you know, away from me. I gotta save you guys some time. Here we go. There we go. The wonders of modern technology, eh? But yeah, how you doing, National? Probably you're having a lovely, lovely Friday. Because it do be Friday. Oh man. There you go. Oh, I hit another guy. Ow! Oh, that was really bad. Man, I just touched the edge of it. Well, that sucks. Ow. Okay. Big ring. Big rigs. That reminds me of that game, Big Rigs. Big rigs and big motors that gun. Got him, man. You guys know the drill, eh? Just woke up. It's almost 6 a.m. Saturday morning. I kind of forgot that you're living in the future right now, eh? That is a very early, eh? Or very late, depending on who you ask, eh? I gotta remember that my shots have an angle to them, eh? No, a little bit upper. Oh, so he doesn't have to have his mouth open, eh? I always thought that maybe he needed to have his mouth open, eh? Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Got him, eh? Ooh, eh? Was really too close, eh? Hey, how you doing? Welcome in, eh? Gracias por la sub que me lo regaló. Ah, te lo regaló el mendigo Bunk. So thank you so much, Bunk, for that, eh? There we go, eh? Como anda Chelo, eh? Chelo? More like Chelo, eh? But yeah, welcome in, eh? Bienvenida, eh? O bienvenida, no sé. I don't know, man. Whoa. There you go. That makes it 3, but I imagine that I gotta do more than that. Ahí anda. Ando tratando de no morir, eh. Oh no, brother. Hopefully that's gonna hit him, eh. There we go. Sorry si a veces cambia entre español e inglés, es que la audiencia es de habla inglesa, eh. Oh no, brother. There we go. Well, I mean, I tried, eh. Otra vez Nathan, eh. Well, here we go again, everybody. Let's give that another go. Don't really mind if I get that going on, eh. El problema si el Bowser Jr. Hace eso, eh. There we go. Just a little bit more, eh. Mr. Regulars to show where the rocks will fall is so evil. A little bit, yes. Mostly because it is not too accurate, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that often happens. Sí, cuando el hecho de que usen las flechas rojas para indicarte dónde va a caer la piedra de la pedrada. Está bien canijo, eh. It's a little bit. It is a little bit misleading, eh? And also a little bit, you know. Up until now, they've always meant, yeah, go here, eh? Oh, I didn't really know that. Well, I guess so. Well, yeah, that is true, eh? I think I know what you mean, eh? That is a little bit devilish, not gonna lie. Yep, just a little bit up, right? Whoa, there we go. Oh, come on, eh? I gotta hit him in the big nose. Tengo que darle en la narizota. Y una narizota. Just a little bit more. And... that should have hit him, man. There we go. That's how the soundtrack goes, man. Es como el soundtrack, eh? How did that not hit him, man? I love how the SNES handles sound effects like that. I'm okay as long as I stay over here. Just tell me that's gonna hit, man. There we go. Don't fall down now. Well, that is really bad. Yeah, it was either that or it was gonna be me. Yeah, you do that, man. I gotta stop doing that. It's gonna give me a preemptive heart attack. Gotta do it again, eh? Just because I can, eh? You know which game I would definitely love to play again on stream? I would love to play Mortal Kombat 4. It's been a while since I last played that game. Hace mucho que no juego Mortal Kombat 4. Quiero jugar. Just a little bit further back. There we go. Here we go. Let me style on this hater. Eh? You're actually very right. Yeah, up until now, red arrows have meant, yo, go here. Eh? But now they mean, go here. Eh? Should be enough. There we go. I didn't throw it that far away. What? A bit too down, yeah. I find it funny that even though this is technically Baby Bowser, you can still see the resemblance of how he grew up to be, eh? Blow, blow, blow. It's a mean trick that it got you as a kid, yeah, for real. I'm sure that at least one kid got really mad because of that. And then he cried, or they cried, or she cried, I don't know. And then they exploded or something. I'm gonna stay over here. Or maybe even over here. Yeah, once you know, it isn't too bad. Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. And last one, maybe? Oh, come on. That was a little bit too close for comfort, eh? Please tell me that I'm not gonna fall to my death. There we go. And just like that, we did it! Decapitation! Not really, eh?
How dare you? It's not fair. You're such a meanie. Someday we will be back. You'll see what.
Meow. The Witch of the 71st. Eh? Shout out to anybody who got that reference, eh? Yippee, baby Loogie. I wonder if they actually kept that guy over there, you know, all this time, eh? All of its blood is now on its head. Thus, due to the marvelous teamwork of the Yoshi clan, the twins are reunited. The captured stork is freed by Yoshi and gets about his duty and finally makes the long-awaited delivery. Thank you, Yoshi. The twins will meet their parents soon. Goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. We did it, everybody. We beat Yombi's Island, eh? We beat the Yoshi's Island, eh? Look at Yoshi going, eh? We're gonna go and then get the bloom. I keep on saying this, but the clouds with the mountains kind of look like an Among Us, you know? They kind of look Among Us coded, eh? Look at the stork, there they go, eh? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how babies are made, eh? Directors, automatic and manual, eh? Check out these cool people, eh? Wouldn't it be funny if it just crashes? Like on a big rock, eh? But yeah, there we go, everybody. Yombi's Island, Yoshi's Island. Just in time, because I do need to go to work. But I can still, you know, wait until the credits roll. Man, it's been a while since I last played this game, eh? It is not as easy as I remember it being, eh? Well, maybe I did have like a different criteria, you know, eh? When I was a kid, eh? But there's definitely some challenging moments in this game, eh? Plus, I love the fact that I did play this this again with a different OST, eh? Because even though I could have definitely gotten the OG experience, it is nice that I managed to, you know, play it on a different light. You know? There's a post-credit scene. Oh, then I gotta wait for it. Eh? It shouldn't take too long. Koji Kondo, that's my uncle. Eh? But yeah. Would I miss on the post-credit scenes if I? Well, I mean, I guess I could just do that. Okay. Looks like they have arrived where Mom and Dad live. And that's the story of how the Grinch saved Christmas, right? Oh, the piano, eh? The piano is actually like making me feel, eh? And there you go. I wonder how they knew. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, parents know. You know, they know best. And the babies are there. Look at the babies. Heroes are born. It's a tear to a grown man's eye. Eh? The end. I wonder if this is one of those games that you gotta, in which you gotta, like, reset the console. Eh? Hopefully not. Oh, I believe it is. I wonder how often that was done back in the day, or if it was considered like a dated practice. You just, you know, you gotta reset the console. Eh? Interesting. Eh? I guess I could do it just for, like, you know, immersion sake. Eh? Well, I mean, the game does save anyway. And look at that cool new thing, eh? Yeah, it is saved, because where the castle used to be, it is now, you know, there's now a Yoshi flag, eh? There we go. Fascinating, eh? Well, this has been Yoshi's Island, eh? This has been Yoshi's Island, everybody, eh? A lovely playthrough, casual playthrough, and with a lovely new OST, eh? I recommend you guys give it a try if you guys wanna, you know, have a new experience with the game. It is a little bit. There's some hoops that you do gotta, like, you know, jump in order to patch the ROM, but it shouldn't be too complicated, you know. I managed to do it, so you guys can definitely manage to do it, right? And get some retro achievements while you guys are at it, you know? Retro achievements are so good. Anyways, thank you so much everybody for being here. And yeah, this is gonna be the end of the stream. I know that it may have been not as long as it usually is, but you know how things are, you know? But yeah, I'm glad that I did manage to finish this game in my usual streaming time. So, there you go. Next stream that we're gonna be doing on Fridays are gonna be for Pikmin 2. That's gonna be my first playthrough of Pikmin 2, which I guess it's been a little bit overdue, you know, because I did enjoy quite a lot of you know, my first playthrough of Pikmin 1. So I'm sure that I'm gonna enjoy Pikmin 2 just as much. Streaming, it was great to see the end, for real, for real. Thank you so much for sticking by. And continue sticking by, because we're gonna be raiding somebody. I don't know who, but we're gonna be raiding somebody. And yeah, next stream, the actual stream, next stream that I'm gonna be doing, tune in on Sunday for some more Lost Odyssey, my first playthrough of Lost Odyssey. Later on today, I'm gonna be accompanying the Stooges, which is comprised of Ali Starla, the first Stooge 7, and Ghost 541, I believe. You know, I'm gonna be co-hosting a cooking stream with Ali Starla. So if you guys wanna give that a go, or you know, have something to check out later, check out Ali Starla's channel, Ali Starla. It's not working right now. There we go. Check out Ali Starla. I'm gonna give her a shout out. Shout out, because I'm gonna be co-hosting with them. Starla, there we go. I'm so excited for that. Yeah, for real, for real. If you guys love cooking, love good company, laughs, a good time, then you know I'm gonna be there too. So if you guys wanna check that out, then bookmark that channel, and possibly within 2 hours from now, that stream is gonna happen. So there you go. Anyways, I'm gonna be seeing you guys on Sunday for some good old Lost Odyssey. Gotta find out how the tiger mouth ring is. Definitely, actually, because I do believe that Starla doesn't. Well, Starla does drink, but we do gotta ask Goat, because I feel like that's one of Goat's, you know, beverages, or at his favorite beverage. I don't know. We can ask them, you know, later. But yeah, there we go. Don't go yet though. Let's see who we can raid right now. Who do we live right now? You guys know how it is. Let us raid. How about we raid Madame Bella? Madame Bella is a cosplayer, and she's cosplaying Rebecca. You know, I'm Rebecca. You know, Rebecca Chambers. I'm Rebecca. And she's gonna be playing some classic Resident Evil. So if you guys love classic Resident Evil, then you guys can definitely give that a go. Let us go and raid Madame Bella. Here we go. Thank you so much everybody for being here. Hope that you guys enjoyed the show. And I'm gonna be seeing you guys today later on Ali Starla's channel for the cooking stream. And on Sunday for some Lost Odyssey. Twitch.tv/Conga_Donga. Those are my links. Check them out. Join the Discord. The bot is definitely not working right now, so just check out my About Me section. You know, it should be also on my YouTube channel. Raid messages if you guys want them. Skunga raid. Finished. Just finished. Oh, actually no. Mario is back with his mom and dad. There we go. Copy that one if you guys are subbed. If you guys are not subbed, copy this one. There we go. Copy this one. And I'm gonna be seeing you guys whenever I see you. Bye bye, everybody. Say hello to Madame Bella. And tip of the day is remember, if you guys cannot floss with a dental floss, buy a water floss. Those are actually like just as good. Well, I mean, I guess a little bit less than those, you know, but it is more comfortable, definitely. So buy a water floss, water-based dental floss. There we go. Bye bye, everybody. Say hello to Madame Bella and just say I'm Rebecca, or whatever. Bye bye.